record. Just got back in time.
Okay.
I nearly fell over. Hello, welcome to
Days from a Shed. I was going to say.
Tales
from the Shed.
And we're talking about our 4-day retreat. And so Alison was saying day 4. So she's very excited about day 4.
It was day 4 because day 4 is wake up and smell the coffee. And what do we mean by that?
What do we mean by that? Well, we're talking about creating our best years.
Exactly.
That's the 4-day thing, and it was primarily aimed, I guess, at menopausal women or women approaching menopause, because it's such an important change. It is not a problem. It is not, this is the end of my life, how am I going to cope with the end of my life?
This 40 years, guys. Let's make the best of it.
This is a transition from this was how my hormones were and this is how my body worked, and now my body's going to work in a slightly different way, but equally as effective and equally as joyful, but with a few changes that we're going to go into. And then it's got a little bit wider, that it's not restricted to menopause. It's people that want to think about it, people that have changes in their life, but it is sort of that primarily that move from 30s to 40s to what shifts into the next part. So maybe the children, if you have any, are older, or your job might be different. So we've gone through a process of identifying what made us who we are. We've gone through on day 2 if there are things needed to be unblocked, and I can rarely think of people that have reached any age in life where there's not some things. There's some practical unblocking. So then we're looking at filling in that space with some things.
Make something joyful in the gaps.
So wake up and smell the coffee is just like, you know what? We've got death and taxes. Let's do something great in between. So
yes, celebration time.
And we've got this time left. It's really about not sitting in the I woulda, shoulda, coulda. It's not sitting in the I wish I could but I can't. We kind of cleared that stuff, and it's like I can now see the goal. I can see my next 30 years. I can see my next 40 years, and it's waking up into that time.
And it is like that thing of it's great.
It is.
I mean, we kind of, we are. I mean, sometimes we kind of say, look, we are living proof. It's possible. You can survive.
You can survive, and it is that that acceptance that I don't, and it's hard, but one of the things I sort of worked through was always have that I might do this. I've always had many jobs in my life. I love changing jobs, and that's fine. But it's like I don't have quite so many years to think, I wonder if I want to be an acupuncturist, or I don't think I do. I think I might like to be an artist, or I don't think that's me. And there is a little bit of like, oh my God, I've suddenly realized that, yes, I still have lots of choices, but I can't make another 15 mistakes because
not enough space, really.
So it kind of can feel a bit scary, but it can also feel very focused. When you get very focused on something,
liberating.
It's quite liberating. I know people have done it in different ways with this sort out your stuff and throw away your clothes, or sort out your possessions, and the focus on it is actually quite liberating. Sorting out your stuff, and I think this is the life equivalent of, is it Maria Conway that does
Kondo.
Maria Kondo. You sound
something like that.
Look it up. But because we can't be bothered. But it's, as she says, you get liberation with finding your style and your possessions. And instead of having all of this, it's like, no, this is what I like. This is the wake up and smell the coffee. Whereas I might be and it's like, actually, I'm going to be and I'm going to be really happy in that focus moment.
And this might actually just be me for the next 5 years. And it'll be all right after that.
I'm trying to make 10 mistakes.
That's right, And I think it is that kind of thing of, and having recently kind of made a couple of decisions where I'm kind of thinking I've been doing something, and I realised that even now I was still doing something that was about, I've got to validate myself, I've got to prove myself, I've got to do these other things. And then suddenly, I had a situation where I was kind of forced to kind of basically take 2 weeks out, and my brain suddenly kind of went, why are you doing all these things? You're going, you know what? It doesn't bring me joy. I'm not doing that. And it is a bit like the feng shui. It is about the Marie Kondo set. You know, if it doesn't bring you joy, if the thing you have in your house doesn't bring you joy, then please don't have it in your house.
Don't have it for a just in case. And I think this is the wake up and smell the coffee, that when I get down to, I have got rid of this and I have got these choices and it's very clear how I'm going to go forward. It's almost like, and I'm going to find I'm going to find the focus and the freedom of all of this, and it's a really good thing. So we're going to talk through that.
A great celebratory day.
It's going to be a celebratory day. I think we still have lunch.
Absolutely.
And then we still have space if you want to go swimming in the sea and go for a walk. And it's also a day of rewarding you for coming, because you can go home early. You don't stay till 6 o'clock. It's about mid-afternoon it ends.
Or if you want to, you can get your partner and children down for the weekend, and I'm sure
it ends on a Thursday. So it finishes Thursday about 3 or 4 o'clock, something like that. So, and it's beautiful. There's surfing, there's lots of things nearby. And people, they're very good. They're going to say, that's great, you can come down, and I'm sure they'll do a bit of a deal on a room for a couple of days, which means that you can finish the week with a Friday, Saturday with either your partner or someone you like. Oh my god! Well, you don't know what's going to be unblocked on day 2. But it's like the whole thing is becoming your best self, looking at an honest look in a very supported environment. It's a very beautiful environment, and we're just going to make it life-changing.
So that's it. So details will be on the website, livelifeforme.org, and you can put your marker down for one of the 10 places. Only 10 places
there are
available.
We only want a small group. This isn't going to be 30 people. It's a small group. It's enough that you can break off into 2s and 3s. It's enough that you can stay with the whole group. It's £150 deposit. The rest will be payable by June, I think, but the details will be on the website. But do come.
Do come and have fun.
And if you want any more information that isn't on the website, the email is on the website. You can email us if you're not sure. So do get them.
Fab. All right. Hope to see you.